We're going to get started today in child's pose towards the back of the mat. You can bring your knees out super wide or bring them together, arms extended out in front, big toes touching, with the hips sinking back towards the heels. There's no special way to breathe here. Just focus on breathing naturally, making note of any tenderness in your body, any tightness in your hips or back. And as you settle into your child's pose, try and set an intention for your practice today. And on your next exhale, gently walk the hands over to the right side of your mat for a side stretch. Continue to sink the hips back towards the heels while focusing on breathing naturally. Inhale back through center, and then walk the hands over to the left side, once again sinking the hips back towards the heels and stretching out the other side of the body. Walk the hands back towards center. And then come into tabletop with the shoulders stacked over wrists and hips stacked over the knees. Beginning with some cat-cows here. Breathe in as we draw the belly towards the mat. Breathe out as we round the spine and tuck the chin towards the chest. Continue to take some cat-cows on your own, breathing in as you draw your belly towards the mat, looking up, and breathing out as you pull the belly button towards the spine, tucking your chin towards the chest. You can continue with cat-cows, or you can move into dancing lion, moving around the body into the nooks and crannies, leaning into any areas that may need extra attention. Come to find stillness in the center. As we inhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring the body parts to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Body parts to the side. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Body parts to the side, and carefully place the foot down as we rise up into gate pose. Exhale as we fold over towards the left leg, chest rotating up, top shoulder blade drawn down and back, and then move over to the other side, taking another side stretch. Come back into tabletop before we begin the other side. Inhale, Left arm forward, right leg back, crunch to the center. Inhale, exhale to the side. Inhale, center, crunch. Inhale, exhale to the side. One more time, inhale, crunch. Inhale to the side, and then place the foot down, rising up for gate pose. Exhale as we fold over the leg. Gaze can be up or down. And then over to the other side to complete our side stretch. Back to tabletop. From tabletop, tuck the toes. And then send the hips back into your first downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, palms press firmly into the mat, hips lifting towards the sky, and you can bend and straighten the legs to stretch out the back of your calves and your hamstrings. From down dog, bend the knees, look forward, and then walk or hop slowly to the front of your mat to hang heavy over the legs. One vertebrae at a time, slowly roll up with your head the very last thing to pop up. Inhaling, arms up, and then coming into Tadasana. Inhale, arms back up, and forward fold over the legs. Pushing off the shins, inhale to halfway lift. Plant the hands and step back into plank. Roll forward, chaturanga lowers halfway down. Inhale into upward facing dog, and exhale back into down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold, and slowly roll up, arms overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Lifting up through the arches of your feet, quad is engaged, core is engaged. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Roll forward to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and roll over the toes into downward facing dog. One more time here, walk or hop to the front of the mat. To forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up, arms overhead, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back, and then take a vinyasa, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, right leg towards the sky. Exhale, roll forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step the right foot forward between the hands as we spin open into Warrior Two. Moving with 3 pumping warriors. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms come up. Exhale into Warrior Two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, back into Warrior 2. Straighten the front knee, turn the toes inwards. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale as we forward fold over the legs into wide-legged forward fold. Toes can be pointed slightly inwards, knees can be bent. Walking the hands forward as we push the hips back, lengthening up through the back of the thighs. Walk hands back through center, and then through the legs to further extend the hamstrings up towards the sky. Bend the knees as much as you want here. The goal is to really stretch the back of the legs. Walk the hands back to center, under the shoulders. Inhale to halfway lift on the fingertips. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come high on the fingertips, flat back. And then grab a block if you need as we bend into the left leg, keeping the right leg straight for Skandasana or side runner's lunge. The right foot is flexed up towards the sky, facing upward, and the hips are pushed back. If you have any knee problems, just stay high up on the leg here and don't sink all the way to the floor. Stay low as you walk your hands towards the top of your mat to the inside of the right foot, and bring your forearms to the floor or a block for a low lizard lunge. Let your left hip sink into the mat to release any tension. Your upper body should stay nice and relaxed, and you can breathe into any areas that feel exceptionally tight. If you want to add on, you can push on the inside of the right thigh to open up the right hip. Or you can add on even more by bending that left knee and reaching back for a quad stretch. When you've had enough, release the back leg, and then straighten the front leg as you gently slide it into the center of your mat, squaring off the hips as you sink the tailbone towards the back heel for a half split. Actively flex that right foot as you pull your toes back towards your body for a deep stretch. You can inhale here and forward fold deeper into the stretch if you need. Tuck the back toes if they're not already tucked, bend into the front knee, and grab a block on either side if you need. As you straighten your legs, stepping forward into pyramid pose. Feet are about hip width apart. Forward fold into the front leg, keeping both legs straight, and actively pull the front hip back in order to keep the hips square for a deeper stretch. Inhale to halfway lift, and exhale to fold deeper. One more time, inhale to halfway lift, and exhale to fold, nose towards your right shin. Plant the hands, step back into plank or three-legged dog, and then take a vinyasa to reset before we continue with the other side. Take a few deep breaths in downward facing dog to refocus your practice. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot forward to open up into warrior two. 3 pumping warriors here. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. One more here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into warrior two. Straighten the front leg, turn the toes inward. Hands come to hips, and then turn your toes out towards the mat. Bend the knees for goddess pose. Pushing against the thighs here. Exhale, right shoulder forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder forward. Inhale, back to center. You can continue with some more on your own. The goal here is to actively push against the inside of the thighs, opening up the hips, exhaling as we bring one shoulder forward, inhaling through center, and then exhaling again as we push the other shoulder forward. When you've had enough of goddess pose and your hips feel nice and open, straighten the legs and come back into a standing position. Bring your hands to your hips, and then come back into Skadasana or side runner's lunge on the other side, once again using a block if necessary. You can come all the way down to the ground so long as your right foot remains firmly planted on the ground and left toes pulling back towards your body. Once again, if you have any knee problems here or don't have great flexibility, you can use a block or a chair or any other prop to keep yourself more upright, actively pushing your hips back. When ready, slowly walk your hands to the front of the mat on the inside of your left foot and come into lizard lunge on this side. If your forearms can't reach the ground, you can always stack your arms on top of 1 or 2 blocks to give your hip a little bit more space to sink into the floor. If you added on the first side, you can also add on here, pushing against the inside of your thigh, rolling to the outside of your foot, or reaching back for a quad stretch. Continue to sink that hip towards the ground to really get a full stretch throughout the hip, and the quad. Release the back foot, plant the hands, and then slide your hips back into a half split. It's really helpful here to tuck the back toes in order to force your hips to square off. Continue to actively pull those left toes back towards your body and reaching the crown of your head towards your shin. Inhale a couple of times into a flat back and exhale to fold. Bend into the front knee. Tuck the back toes if they aren't already tucked. Grab some blocks if necessary. And then step forward into pyramid. Knees should be straight here but not locked. And you're forward folding towards that front shin. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Continue to pull that front hip back so that you're squaring off the hips as much as possible. Plant the hands and step back into a three-legged dog or a plank pose. And take your final vinyasa before we begin to wind down our practice. From down dog, hop or step your legs through your arms any way you want to come to a seated position. Wiggle a little bit from side to side to pull away the fleshy parts of your seat so that you're on your sit bones. Flex your feet, inhale, arms up, and then reach forward for a forward fold. Lengthen through the crown of your head and spine. Try and reach your chest towards your shins so that you can keep a flat back. Neck remains soft. You can inhale to straighten and lengthen, exhale to fold, whatever feels most comfortable. Push on the tops of your feet to stretch out your arches if that feels nice. Tuck your chin, and then slowly roll down to your back to lay on the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Bring both knees into your chest and give them a nice tight squeeze. You can rock a little bit from side to side here to massage the lower back. Release the left leg straight in front of you. Take the right knee and cross it over your body for a supine twist. Right arm is extended out to the side. Try and keep the right shoulder grounded. Inhale back to center. Release the right leg forward, grab the left knee, and then pull it over to the side for a supine twist on the other side. You can keep your gaze out towards the bent knee, or for a deeper twist, you can keep your gaze towards the extended arm. Inhale back to center, giving both legs another squeeze. Once again, rocking from side to massage the lower back. Moving into happy baby, grab the outer edges of your feet, drawing your knees into your armpits. Tailbone and shoulders should be pressed into the ground as much as possible, and you can rock side to side here as well. From happy baby, extend your feet up towards the sky for legs up the wall. Feel the blood leaving your feet and traveling back towards your heart. Arms can remain down by your sides, or you can extend them up towards the sky. Slowly lower the feet back to the ground and come into your final Savasana. Close your eyes, legs and feet are relaxed, palms facing up or down. Unclench your jaw, soften all the muscles in your face, release any tension between your eyes. Everything is completely relaxed. Slowly bring some awareness back into your body. Extend your arms up overhead. Point the toes for a full body stretch. Hug the knees into your chest, nice and tight. Roll over to one side into a fetal position. And then when you're ready, push up and join me in easy seat to close out our practice. Inhale, arms up, hands through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me on this Vinyasa Flow. May the rest of your day be as beautiful as you are. Namaste.